Hello everybody, this is Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Gengar has Surf. Yeeeeehaw! It is very late, I am very tired, but I do want to talk about Blastoise. I just streamed Blastoise play for about 4 hours when Blastoise came out, and I have some thoughts. The thought of this video obviously is, should you buy Blastoise? Is Blastoise for you? Can I get you into a Blastoise today? Hey, we actually have a really nice previously owned Blastoise. I think you're really going to love it. So I'm delirious at this point. I'm going to pull up some gameplay footage while I continue talking about Blastoise. This is footage from my stream earlier, or footy as they call it in the business. What business? I'm not entirely sure. And if it looks like I'm not talking while this is happening, it's because that's past Jake right now on stream. You can see me playing Blastoise here. I'm doing Surf and Water Spout in this build. I wouldn't say this is the best build for Blastoise. I'll talk about my Blastoise build thoughts later. I'll get into my Blastoise build thoughts at another point here. But you can just see me playing around with Blastoise a bit. I use its Unite move. And, okay. So I guess my first thought with Blastoise, and this might not be the number one concern for most people, but I wanted to get it out there. One of the biggest things I think about when the question of should you buy or should you play, XYZ Pokemon is this fun to play? For instance, some Pokemon I think are great, but I wouldn't say they're necessarily a great time to play, right? A Pokemon that reminds me of this is someone like, I feel like Speedsters kind of remind me of this sometimes. I feel like Gardevoir kind of reminds me of this sometimes. What's another Pokemon that is really good, but I just don't love playing it? I guess I would say Cinderace in some ways. I think Cinderace is really good. I don't hate playing Cinderace by any means, but I also don't absolutely love playing it. So all that to say, I really like playing Blastoise. Now, I'm very biased here. Hey, you got to see someone donate there. I'm very biased here. And the reason I'm biased is because this is my favorite Pokemon. So I have to put that out there on Front Street, I didn't want to put it on Back Street or any other street. I have to let you know that Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon. Another donation. Thank you. Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon. And because of that, I probably am biased. But the way this Pokemon plays, both of its legitimately good builds, I think are so incredibly fun. Its Unite move is so good. It feels really devastating when you use it. It feels really powerful. When I say both builds, I mean either going the Surf or Rapid Spin route. Both of them feel really viable for different reasons. You have a ton of health. Clearly your defenses are very high. You're a defender in this, and you can just do so many cool things with this. Oh, great. This is a game we lost. Well, I'm glad I pulled this one up. So fun factor, I would say, is through the roof with Blastoise. I think it is so fun to play as Blastoise. That's the first positive for Blastoise. The second thought I have when it comes to buying a character is, does it fill a role that you don't have currently on your team? So do you not have a defender that you like? Well, then maybe Blastoise is a good choice. I think playing Blastoise is a bit more action-packed. Another donation, thank you. I think playing Blastoise is a bit more action-packed than playing someone like Slowbro or Snorlax. Then again, you get Crustle for free as well. Oh, look at Jake. He's saying, oh, it's so close. We lost, but it's so close. I'll pull up some other footage. Okay, great. Something new to look at. This is a Hydro Pump Rapid Spin build. Rapid Spin is so fun, by the way. And that's the second thing I think about. The second thing I think about is, does it fill a role that I don't have? Because there's only so much money. There are only so many coins. And if you have defenders that you really like, then I think you probably can stick with them and do just fine. I don't know if Blastoise is going to be the new defender meta. It does some really amazing things, but also it's still hard to beat, Snorlax's block. I will say, however, that Rapid Spin feels like sort of a replacement for Crustle in some ways, and Surf is just so incredibly good that it might be meta changing, very similar to Snorlax's block. The amount of push that you can do with this move is seriously silly. It's silly. It's a clown. It's a clown. My next thought that comes to mind on whether or not you should pick up Blastoise or any new Pokemon really is there someone on the horizon that you're really excited about? So are you really excited about Mamoswine? Are you really, I think I said Mamoswine or Mamoslime, or are you really excited for Sylveon? If you are, then I don't think picking up someone like Blastoise is necessarily for you. Then again, if you're putting money into the game, I guess this conversation is moot in general, right? A moot conversation, if you will. If you're looking for a Pokemon that is meta defining, it might be Blastoise. It really might. Blastoise is friggin' good. So good. I just don't know how this is going to shake out in higher level play yet, because again, I've only been able to play with it for a few hours. I think some of the things it does are so amazing that I could easily see Blastoise being a top tier pick. But unlike someone like Blissey, for instance, I don't know if I can immediately say that I think this Pokemon is top tier and going to define the meta. The reason I thought Blissey right away was going to be huge for the meta, and I stand by it. The reason I think that Blissey is huge for the meta is because Blissey's kit specifically works with some of the most important people in the meta right now. Blastoise doesn't necessarily have that, but Blastoise does everything really, really well. Now, I guess I'd like to give my overall thoughts on Blastoise and whether or not you should buy it. Of course, make your own decisions. Don't listen to me. Recognize that I'm biased. I'm just a used car salesman trying to sell you my favorite Pokemon. But I will say, oh, drink that Monster Energy drink, Jake. I will say I really love playing as Blastoise. So because of that, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't make me fight you for it in every single round. How dare you buy Blastoise? Absolutely not. Never, never, never buy it. It's terrible. I hate it. Don't buy it. Tell your friends not to buy it. I'll pick it every round, but don't even question why I do that. I just do that because I'm weird, okay? So I hope that helps as to whether or not you should buy Blastoise. Those are all the things I would consider. But if I'm being honest, I think it's really, really good and really, really fun. I can't tell you whether or not it's going to be a top meta choice or anything like that right now, but I can tell you that I'm going to be playing a ton of Blastoise, and I think it has so many different options. I'm just really excited about it. So, yeah, you got to pick it up. Please don't take it from me in game. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for listening. I love you very much. Goodbye. Did I yeehaw? I had to have. Yeehaw. Mwah.